Hey guys, Dan here and welcome back to another video and another reaction. And today we're going to be reacting to Idiot's Guide to Project Zomboid, the first day. This is a video made by Bardic Button, and you guys know that I've been streaming a lot of Project Zomboid. I have been very addicted, so I decided that if I truly want to become better, I need to learn. And with that, I'm going to be reacting today to a Zomboid video. It's a meme video, but a video nonetheless that I hope that it can teach me what not to do sometimes or all the time in Project Zomboid. So I really hope you guys can give it a like to the original video link down below. And I have a few other things to say after the reaction, but I'll wait until the end to not waste your time anymore. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and without further ado, let's go.
I didn't want to flaunt this, but I managed to survive till day 8 in my last playthrough, so I'm definitely in the position to be giving out advice. Now, in order to get the most immersive experience, I've decided to model the in-game character after myself.
That's true.
If you've seen my content, you know that I am not the smartest man. So,
okay. I've been playing also with my friends, and just the fact that he says that he's gonna model the character after himself is just so very true. I've seen so many people, streamers, and also friends of mine and people that I play with that will actually model the characters after themselves. Not only the player model, but also the traits. And it would be actually kind of fun to do a small challenge with those traits in the future. So yeah, that's very true.
In order to best simulate myself in the game, the traits I've decided to go with are out of shape, slow learner, disorganized, prone to illness, unlucky, cowardly, and slow reader.
No positive
Thankfully,
traits?
I was a former scout.
Oh. I wish I had been on the scouts. I wish
and for the
that I had been.
I'm just going to randomize it a couple times.
Oh, you're not going to build it after yourself?
We will play
nice
as
mustache,
Todd
though.
Lyra. That is the man that is going to take on the apocalypse. So this is a Project Zomboid challenge run. The challenge, for those of you who don't know, is
to survive?
I'm an idiot. So we've spawned inside Todd Lyra's house, and our only objective is to try and not die for as long as possible. There's a dead rat. We're gonna leave that for now because we're not that desperate yet. Now my plan is to...
Oh, the first thing that I learned around watching Project Zomboid is that you gotta have a TV in your base. You gotta just be able to grind as much as you can of the books all around you, the ones that you have. I can see that he has, for example, one bookshelf right here and a TV right there. That just means that whatever he's reading, if you get the right books, he's gonna be having all the time in the first day to be able to do that, because electricity and also the transmissions and the water will be very much present for only a short period of time. Then they will all go out. In my live stream, I play with saves, and I play with some settings that make it a lot easier for me to be able to learn the game. But I've died a few times, and every time now that I play, I know that I need to go for the TV and the books.
To try and not leave this house for as long as possible. That's going to depend on the kind of supplies in the house, however. Okay, so in terms of supplies, we have no supplies. The best weapon I can grab for now is a fork. I'm not sure if the fork or the spoon does more damage, but we're going to go with the fork.
Don't forget about the can opener.
We are going to have to go out into the world to look.
The can opener, it's one of the best things that I always grab if I can. Because with food all around me, the most relevant food that I usually get are cans. And just because cans, they are, even though they can be heavy, they're just so easy to find in the houses usually. I always grab them. I always stick with them, and I always try to save them for last. But we need a can opener to open them. We cannot open with other weapons that I'm aware of. I may be wrong, but I always go for the can opener.
For a weapon, I don't super love my odds, if I'm honest.
Oh,
I really don't love my odds.
Oh, now I see why.
Maybe leaving the house isn't the best idea.
Oh, I think you recognize that house.
I'm not the most experienced Project Zomboid player. Nope. Open it. Open the window.
Yeah, I also go a lot through that problem. Just the fact that open, you need to actually keep holding to be able to go out. But then when you come back to the window, you actually close it because you're trying to go out, but you just tap it. A Project Zomboid player really knows that pain, and I've been going through the problem of getting my my muscle memory to be able to work that out for me.
Now climb out. That closes it again. Okay. Now climb out. There we go. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm not the most experienced player, but as far as I can tell, you don't want to be taking on zombies with a fork. Okay, there's another one there, so we're going to try and sneak into this house. And first thing's a pillow.
As you guys can see, he said that it's not the best thing to take zombies out with a fork. I agree. Nowadays, as I learned that the best way to take out a zombie in the early game is just to keep pushing them until they fall, and then you keep stomping until you destroy the zombie's brain. And right there, you should have closed the window, because if a zombie comes that way, he'll be able to get inside behind them. So yeah, always close the window behind you.
Well, that doesn't really help me if I'm being honest. Now, we're going to want to be very careful because I have a fork. There's a zombie outside. I want to make sure it doesn't see me. It's seen me. Okay, that's not ideal. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is head over here.
And get out. Okay.
And leave. Another zombie has seen us.
Oh, there's an ambulance there!
We're gonna find out how hard it is to fight off a zombie with a fork.
One of the best things you can have early game is a car. That will just help you get to the location you want, will help you to transport loot. And just seeing the ambulance parking there, I would have immediately just went and checked the glove box of the van if it was open, or I would check inside the house, because if there's a car, there are a few chances that the key will be close by. In the ground, it maybe will be in the glove compartment of the car, so check if you can get inside the front of the vehicle and then check the glove box. And also, if the car is parked near a house like that, you should always check inside the house to see if you can actually find the key.
Well, fuck. The fork broke immediately.
Just keep pushing.
Not really.
And now you stop.
Aim
for the head. Aim for the head.
I think what our best option is going to be is to leave the neighborhood and see what's over this fence.
Yep.
Seems to be a gas station.
On my current save that I'm playing with my personal friends, we are in a town close to this. We're in the bar that is located west of this gas station. And also, I've been playing a lot on the live stream, as I said, and I'm raiding this town right now. On the next live stream, I plan on going to a treasure hunt to be able to find a gun, a store. No, not a store, a house that is filled with guns. So I really hope that I can get that. I can get all of them, but I'm gonna need planning and lots of guns.
What are the odds to be some kind of weapon in the car wash?
Yeah, I never truly checked
as it turns out. Is there anything in the garbage? Nope. Is there anything in the next garbage?
Another thing you should always be looking for when going through a town like this and houses is if you can find a garbage bag, you can put it in your offhand, and it will always be like an extra compartment for your character. Even though it isn't a lot when compared to your total capacity, you can actually get a lot more items depending on what you're taking.
Nope. Okay, this guy over here has seen us. We are doing exceptionally well so far. Now that we've taken care of that one, we can not go that way.
That zombie right there, where the mouse is very close to it, has a bag. You should always try to be able to get a zombie with a bag. It can have weapons, it can have supplies, it can maybe have a map. Zombies can have annotated maps that will lead you to treasure hunts or to supplies. And every time that I see a zombie with a bag in the early game, I just get an itch behind my ear too. Go get it. Go get it. It's your bag now. You can get it. Doesn't matter if there's 20 zombies, just go get it.
Boy. So as it turns out, in a zombie apocalypse, there's a lot of zombies. Well, this is not ideal for us. Ah, for fuck's sakes. So when you're starting off a playthrough of Project Zomboid, this is typically not what you're going for in the first day. At this point,
I go for that on the first day.
Kind of supplies, other than the clothes you start with and a broken fork. Now, to be entirely truthful, I don't exactly know what to do in this situation, but I'm open to
very close to this. It will be
there
close
is a hatchet
to the
sticking out of that back.
Oh yeah, that's true. Zombies can carry weapons that will be stuck to them.
If it wasn't on the other side of zombies. I'm gonna try and lose them through these trees here. I think this will just bring us back to the house we started in.
Yeah, that's true. Trees can be very much used to be able to lose the sight of the zombies. And by doing that, the zombies will forget about you eventually. Depending on the configuration you have, they will have different like distances that they will walk until they give up on the trail, until they stop seeing you, depending on it, and how much more they will wander after that. So I think I just picked the same thing in 3 examples. So they have a certain configuration to how many blocks they will go after the sound, or how much they will chase you. They have a different type of configuration depending on the setting you're playing, and to how much are they gonna be able to see you far away, and how well their hearing is gonna be. So all of those things come in place when trying to run away from a zombie. So yeah, if he wants to get rid of zombies, he should try to use the trees to lose them, and then sneak as soon as he is able to break eye contact with them.
Let's try and sneak around the side of the building here to lose them. Oh, well, that's not what you want to see. We're gonna very quickly hop the fence. Or take our time,
I thought he was going to get stuck.
Don't want to overexert yourself or anything. Now, it's possible we might have actually accidentally cleared out this area, which would be nice. Wow. Turns out I've suddenly gotten good at the game. Look at that. So we're going to head into this gas station and try and find ourselves a weapon. There's a burger here, which is good, but will not help me fight against zombies. Yeah. Is there anything... Oh, a pipe wrench. Well, that's certainly better than fists. So the next thing on our Christmas list here is any kind of bag to carry things in. We're going to take this one out real quick. Let's take a look at the magazines. Riverside map. I'll take that.
Also, pay attention for maps. Depending on the configuration you're playing, you're not gonna have the entire map revealed to you. So finding these little maps and having a pen or maybe something else to be able to put notes on it will help you a lot. The map will not be discovered itself in the first weeks of the game, I believe. So just having the maps to actually have a sight of the important places that you can go and taking notes can very much help you survive.
I don't really know where I am. But we can always figure that out later, I guess.
Farmer
second
Scout.
map, good to have. Useless at the moment. Ooh, over there's a duffel bag.
Yes, there is.
To get my hands on that somehow. Do I know how to get it safely?
A good thing to try to take a zombie out of the horde, as he said he wanted to do, like he wanted the bag, is try to get a good distance still, but close to them, and try to press Q. Q in the game actually screams so you can attract zombies, or just call attention to yourself. It will call, "Hey, you, over here, come on, over here." But that can be very dangerous. So what you want to do in a situation like this, to take one zombie maybe, not in this situation particularly, just as a way to attract a little bit of zombies to your position so you can take them little by little and without much threat, is to press C to sneak and then press Q, because the game, by doing so, will actually give a very small screen like, "Hey, you, over here, hey." It will just be able to attract enough zombies that will be in closer distances to you. That can be a little bit dangerous sometimes, because if you actually attract the nuclear zombie, as I call, the zombie that is actually the leader of the horde, because in the normal conditions of the game, these little hordes or group of zombies, they will have one zombie that will be like the compass of the group, or whatever it goes, the other zombies follow. So you should be careful not to attract that one if you can identify it. Very hard, but be careful.
Not at all. Is that going to stop me? Probably not. Okay, so we've managed to get the attention of a few zombies.
That's good.
Not the one that we wanted with the duffel bag, though. So this doesn't really help me much.
Take one by one. Take your time. Take your time.
Really a little bit of a hindrance. Cutting it a little close for comfort here. Something we want to typically avoid. To be honest, that could have gone better. Could have gone worse. We did get a watch. Now, if we could just get the attention of the duffel bag, we'd be...
When you're dealing with 2 or more zombies, always try to be able to get them down by pressing space. When you press space to push them, you are actually able to get a few more seconds to get the distance between the zombies that are following you from each other. So if one of them falls, you are able to get one of them a little bit more far away, to actually then push him to get him on the ground and then be on top of him. If you're on top of a zombie while he's down on Project Zomboid, he will not be able to get up. And that can turn a 2v1 fight into a 1v1 very easily. You're going to be able to get the second one. If we're dealing with 2 zombies in a okayish way, you're very much likely to finish out very quickly one zombie. So that just turns a 2v1 into a 1v1 and an easy win if you don't mess anything up.
Be in business. There's a few more down there that haven't seemed to notice me yet. This one has, however. Nothing to worry about for a pro like me. Why is the last zombie we managed to get the attention of the one we wanted in the first place?
That's usually how it goes.
Apparently one of these had a gun, but we're more interested in the duffel bag, so we're going to take that right away.
Always go for the duffel bags. Always go for the zombies with big backpacks. Those are the ones you want to have the backpack and whatever is inside usually. But a gun in a zombie? Interesting. Pay attention to the zombies' clothing. Usually they symbolize what they can have inside of them. Backpacks are a very usual indicator of zombie survivors. Check for police officers for guns and maybe, who knows, a key to their cars if there's any police car close to them. And survivors and firemen, that's good. Also, paramedics and the zombies that usually go into the ambulance, they also tend to go around it. So pay attention to that into the first days.
You know what, we're also going to take the gun. We're probably not going to use it though.
Yeah, never use the gun if you are not 100% sure that you want to risk your life.
Okay, while we're here in relative safety, let's grab as much food as we can, because believe it or not, we're going to need that to survive.
You can maybe don't notice that in the first time you're playing, but these things right here, they are the light switches. You can turn it on and off, so always search for them if you're trying to get someplace just a little easier to see. A lot easier to see, actually.
Okay, I've grabbed all the food that I can. I've left the stuff that's better refrigerated. Now that we have a weapon and some food and a bag to carry all this stuff in, I think it's time we find someplace a bit more secure than the gas station. There is this building just to the south. It seems to be some kind of grocery store. Well, I kind of fucked up a little bit.
It happens.
Pro tip, don't do what I'm doing right now. Oh, we did manage to get a riding helmet, so that's nice.
Helmets are amazing.
To our head while having the side effect of making us look like a really lame dad. There is a car key on the ground over here. A foolish part of me kind of...
As I said, the keys can be on the ground in parking lots. They can be next to the vehicles that they actually turn on. They can actually be inside the vehicles, and they can be in the houses or on zombies. Be attention to that. And he just found one. That's great.
Wants to go and get it. Okay, so I might have bitten off a bit more than I can chew here.
There is still very much spread. You can actually take them. Okay, oh, sorry, that's a joke.
Let's hope the zombies won't be saying the same. Okay, we have the key,
got it now.
But I don't know what vehicle it's for. Not that that's going to help me out at the moment. Mistakes have been made. I have no regrets. Maybe the helmet. We're going to try to be a little bit crafty here to get out of this. Fingers crossed. Now that they're coming around the side, we're going to hop over once more, hopefully tricking them and leaving them in the dust. Huh. That worked.
It's a good strategy, but you just need to remember that it's always dangerous to jump fences in places that you cannot see. Because if there was a group of 3 zombies there when you were jumping, you basically could have gotten bitten. And if you're bit in the normal conditions of the game, you're dead. You lost your character.
Worked surprisingly well, actually. Turns out all the doors are locked. It's fantastic. Okay, new plan. We're gonna take a harmless Sunday afternoon stroll. Oh shit. Oh fuck. A little bit of...
Also, on normal conditions, you can basically outrun zombies by simply walking. So in the beginning, if you're still trying to understand where you're going, or maybe just what you want to loot in the city, you don't need to run. Just be sure to walk normally. You do not need to sprint. Just be sure to know where are all the zombies that are behind you. Don't do any crazy stunts unless you need. And when you know the place you want to go, it's at reach. Maybe you can try pressing Q, calling all the zombies around you, and just lead them away to somewhere else. After that, you can get inside the house and go out through the other side, and then maybe sneak away. That is usually what I do to try to get zombies to go from one place to the other, so I can go back to the first place to loot. Or to make it a base.
Close call. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so it seems we have a little bit of parade following us at the moment.
Not so bad.
Typically, I would recommend avoiding this happening. Do I have a plan? No. Okay, I'm gonna try circling through this yard. It's not really a plan so much as it's my only option. Doing laps around the building seems to have actually worked. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't surprised. I guess the only question now is which house do we want to pick for the night? Well, there's more zombies at that house, so I guess that pretty much narrows it down. Well, there you have it, a flawless first day in Project Zomboid. I hope you can use what you learned in this video to help you out, but I doubt it.
It was, I think, in Harry Potter, the Chamber of Secrets, that Dumbledore said, sometimes you have a lot to learn from a bad teacher. And I'm not calling Barty a bad teacher, but just seeing these tips right now and seeing how he moves, just also teaches me some things that are very dangerous to do in the game, and some things that I should pay attention. So guys, I hope that you guys can go to the original video and give it a like. If you can join our streams. And just recently I finally made an actual schedule for the channel, so you guys can check that out on the community tabs. I'm gonna be doing reactions each Monday, each Wednesday, and each Friday. And for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I'm gonna be doing live streams. The times will be on the schedule on the community tabs, and I'm also open to maybe make extra videos depending on the day, and also possibly other live streams. So I hope that you guys can stay tuned to that. You guys can join the Discord to maybe get to learn a little bit more when I'm streaming, or if I'm doing extra streams. They're gonna be on YouTube. And also, yeah, just have a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like, subscribe, share the video, share the reaction, give it a like to the original video. As I said before, maybe the only hard day was. And I hope you guys like this reaction, this analysis, better saying now, because I just kept talking during the whole thing. So, until the next video, I wish you guys a good day. Okay? Bye!